Apple is said to be about to launch a new iPad Pro next month. While most range refreshes include minor tweaks, this one should bring some major new screen technology into play, and it's tech that could really improve the user experience. Not only that, but Apple is also thought to be working on a new iPad mini that's bigger than the current model, as well as a refresh to the standard iPad. Both of those should launch this year. Add them to the two different sized Pro models. Apple iPad Pro 2021, release date. The next iPad Pro refresh could happen very soon, indeed. That's according to Bloomberg, which carried a report recently detailing the new models. Its sources say that the new Pro models will launch in April. There's no firm date set, and Apple is yet to announce any events for the coming weeks. But it usually gives at least 2 weeks' notice, so expect a mid-April launch at the earliest. Once they have been announced, however, the new iPads could go on sale just days later, or even immediately. This would be the 5th generation of iPad Pro. The current model launched last March, a year ago almost to the day. But a spring launch isn't a given for iPad Pros. The 3rd generation launched in October 2018, while the 2nd gen landed in June 2017. The first model was announced in September 2015 and launched in November of the same year. Fingers crossed it becomes a new spring regular. iPad Pro 2021, price. The iPad Pro is the daddy of the iPad family, a stylus-equipped tablet that's super-powered for work and play. Want the best games? The crispest movies? Need it for work, be it illustrating, animating, video editing, or music production? It's the tablet for you. Of course, all this power doesn't come cheap. Here's how the current Pro models stack up. iPad Pro 11 inches from £769 and $799. iPad Pro 12.9 inches from £969 and $999. With all that natty new screen tech at hand to go with all the usual improvements, we can't see Apple dropping the price of the new models. Expect them to be in keeping with the current price tags. iPad Pro 2021, screen. We're expecting 2 new models of iPad Pro, in the same sizes as the current models, 11 inches and 12.9 inches. And it's the bigger of the two that's really got our attention. That's because it is said to boast a mini LED screen. Like OLED, this technology is used in TVs, but it has better contrast ratios than the current Pro's OLED panel. It is also less susceptible to burn-in, so if you accidentally leave your tablet on YouTube over the weekend, you won't have to worry about the logo being forever etched in the screen. We don't have only Bloomberg's word for it. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo said back in 2019 that he expected Apple to start using mini LED screens in its tablets and laptops. He even predicted that Apple would launch the tech in the 12.9 inches iPad Pro. When 2 such reputable sources say the same thing, the odds are that it's true. Mini LED has a lot going for it. It's pitched as a more affordable version of OLED, though it works similarly to LCD tech. Essentially, the LEDs on a mini LED panel's backlight are much smaller than those used on a traditional LCD screen, and therefore there are a great many more of them. We're talking tens of thousands rather than tens of hundreds. The idea is that the more LEDs used, the greater control the device has over local dimming. That is how bright or dim parts of the screen can go. Theoretically, as a result, mini LEDs can produce pictures with better contrast, pictures with more precise shading and, in turn, better color reproduction than your average LCD screen. iPad Pro 2021, design. While the screen may be all new, it doesn't sound as if the design of the device will change much, if at all. According to Bloomberg's report, the new Pro models will look similar to the current models. But that's no bad thing. The current iPad Pro, after all, is about as sleek as tablets come. Thanks to its narrow bezel, it's basically all screen, making movies, games and TV shows all the more immersive. Sticking to this design will only serve to better show off the new screen tech, too. When the device is all screen, it really enhances those popping colors and sharply defined edges.